Hi Prep4, this video is for your maths lesson for Friday this week. Yesterday we looked at completing some symmetrical patterns. Today we are going to be looking at symmetrical shapes. So, we spoke about the line of symmetry yesterday. Today we're going to be needing those lines of symmetry again, but this time in relation to shapes and finding out if shapes are symmetrical, and if they are, where the line of symmetry is, or how many lines of symmetry they have. So the first question here, we've got this shape. Do you think this shape has a line of symmetry? And a line of symmetry, as we know, is the line along which, if we fold the shape, both halves will be identical. So if I was to cut this out here, and I was to put a line of symmetry and I would fold it along that line of symmetry, and if they perfectly matched up. We could also check by using a mirror. So again, if you've got a mirror like yesterday, it's really, really helpful. You can see a line of symmetry has been drawn onto this shape here. So we can demonstrate that it is indeed symmetrical. Not sure if you can see that. Oh, no, just need to fold it up that way. So can you see, it means that side is absolutely perfect to that side. And if I whip it away, it looks the same. Okay, moving on. This is 1/2 of an irregular octagon. Who can remember how many sides an octagon has? Well done if you said 8. So 1/2 of an irregular octagon would have 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can anybody remember? Bonus question. What an irregular shape? What do irregular shapes have? Well done if you said they have straight sides which are of different length. So as we can see, this side here is definitely a different length to this one, making this irregular. Now, when complete, this octagon is symmetrical. So what we have done, we've got the line of symmetry. This isn't a side, of course. This is a line of symmetry, a dotted line. And the second half of this shape to make it symmetrical has been drawn. So if I was to just put my mirror there, I think you can just see in the reflection. Ta-da! There it is completed. Now, again, when you're drawing a second half of a shape and you're trying to make it symmetrical, you're trying to imagine that if you were to cut that shape out and fold it in half, it would be completely exact. There would be no overlapping edges. The two halves should match. Now, this shape here, the lines of symmetry have already been drawn on for you, so there's a little clue. And this shape has more than one line of symmetry. It has 2 lines of symmetry. So it has 1 line of symmetry here and 1 line of symmetry here too. For other shapes, they could have more than 2 lines of symmetry, but you might get onto that during the lesson. So your activities for today, there are a selection of different activities based on symmetrical shapes. For the mild sheet, you are being asked to draw all the lines of symmetry on the shape. So it says all the lines. So if there's more than one, you need to draw all of them. For this one, you're being asked to complete these shapes to make them symmetrical across the line of symmetry. Now, I can see these shapes have all been drawn with a ruler, so please make sure you're doing the same too, as if you're not drawing them with a ruler, it means they won't be perfectly symmetrical. If you've got a mirror to help you with that task, you can. We're getting trickier the further we go down. You need to draw all of the lines of symmetry onto these shapes and then complete these ones too. For these last 2, you'll notice there's 2 lines of symmetry. So you will need to make sure that your shapes are symmetrical both across that line of symmetry and across that line of symmetry. A mirror will be handy for that one, if you've got one. So same tasks for the hot sheet, but a little bit trickier. These ones are quite good fun. Down here, you need to use the lines of symmetry to make them symmetrical. I'm going to quickly whiz through the answers so you don't spy any for your drawings. There's a shape sort activity if you're finding it a little bit tricky to do with cutting out some of these shapes. And then this is quite a nice one. It's an investigation. And if you've whizzed through this, I thoroughly recommend you having a go. Called Tremendous Tiles, all to do with finding patterns with lines of symmetry. So have a go at that one. Okay, I hope you enjoy the lesson and happy Friday.